Upgrading your door hardware is not as hard as it looks, and it makes a huge impact. Using a hex key, remove the screws to remove the handles on both sides. Reverse the steps to install a new doorknob. Insert the spindle through the latch assembly hole, and then slide the inside handle over the spindle and secure it with screws. Then tighten the handle with the hex key. Next up is replacing the deadbolt. This process is similar to the door handle. On to removing and replacing the strike plate on the door frame. If your new strike plate is a different size, you may need to chisel a little of the wood frame out. Remove the screws from the entry latch and pull it out. Then, replace the strike plate on the door frame. If your holes are too big, use toothpicks to fill the holes before securing the plate with screws. Finally, I'm replacing the old weather stripping around the door to keep air and pests out. Start by measuring the top of the frame. Transfer the measurement to the weather stripping and cut with scissors. Now, gently insert the ridged side into the channel of the door frame. Repeat on both sides of the door, and you're done. That's it. I hope this encourages you to complete these simple DIY tasks like upgrading your front door.
For this project, you're going to need some rice, a sock, a toilet paper tube, and a rubber band. Start by placing the tube into the sock. Put rice into the sock through the tube. Once you fill the sock all the way up, add a rubber band to the end to keep it closed. Place the sock with rice in it into the microwave and warm it up for about 1 minute. Pull the sock out and place it inside your bed. This will warm up your sheets in your bed for when you crawl inside. If you have cold air leaking in through your doors, grab an old towel, fold it in half, and then roll it up. Grab 2 rubber bands and put them on either end to hold it closed. Place it in front of your door to stop that cold air from sneaking in. Grab some tape from the dollar store and use it to seal your windows. Place the tape on the top, the bottom, and the sides of the window to seal any leaking air in. You can also insulate windows by using some bubble wrap. Start by spraying some water onto the window and then add the bubble wrap. This will help keep your windows insulated and your house warmer during the winter time. Grab 2 terracotta pots. Start with a trivet. Place your tea light onto the trivet. Place the apple peeler upside down onto the trivet. Place the small terracotta pot. Then place the large terracotta pot over the small terracotta pot. Place somewhere to keep you nice and warm. Grab some vegetable oil and a paper towel. Put the vegetable oil on the paper towel and rub it onto your shovel. The vegetable oil will stop the snow from sticking to the shovel, making it nice and easy for removal.
Here's 5 living room hacks you'll wish you'd seen sooner. If you're like me, I've had trouble getting that wire on the back hung on the wall. The solution is to take a fork, place it on the nail, and then take the wire around the fork, let it slide down while holding the fork, and pull that fork right out. It will catch that nail every time. Are you sick of losing your remotes and your cell phones behind the pillows or in the crevices on your couch? Grab a shoe holder. It's a perfect way to go ahead and just put it over the end of your couch. You can tuck it in between the cushions, and it makes a great counterweight. And then you can take your remotes, cell phones, everything you need, and they're easy to get to when you need them. Instead of putting a side table next to your couch, I've got an easy solution for you. Go ahead and grab some bamboo cutting boards from the Dollar Tree. All you need is 2 of them. Take one of them and cut it right down the middle. And then we're going to grab some Jenga pieces. Got those from Dollar Tree also. With a little bit of wood glue right on the edge, you can glue 3 of these up and down each of the smaller sides. Just go ahead and glue all of those. Now the glue's going to go ahead and squeeze out the side. Don't worry about that. You can wipe it up later. Now take a little stick and put it across the 3 on one side and use a clamp to hold it down. Pressure is what makes glue work the best. Once you got it glued up, take those cut pieces of bamboo and put it right down the side. But we're going to glue it first, right along the edge and also along the Jenga piece. Once you put it on there, we just got to clamp it on both sides. Hold it on there for at least a couple of hours. Again, clean up any glue that squeezes out. Once that gets all dried up, it's going to be super strong. And it looks like a little mini table. It will fit right over the arm of your couch, and it works great as a side table. You can use it for your remotes or that fresh cup of hot cocoa, and it sits perfect and level. Got a craft or a piece of art you want to hang on the wall, but you can never get the screws level or in the right spots when you hang it up? I've got a solution for you. When you got those 2 hooks, all you got to grab is some masking tape. Go ahead and pull out a nice good strip, and you're going to place it right under where the hooks go. Once you tape it down, flip those hooks over. We're going to need those to mark with a pencil or pen on the tape where it goes. Peel that tape right off, and there's 2 ways you can do this. You can put the tape directly on the wall and use those to mark where they go, or what you can do is take that tape and put it on the top of a level. Go ahead and bend the sides over right where the marks are, and then you take that level and put it right up against the wall. Make sure you got a level surface right there, and then you mark exactly where those marks are. That is exactly where the nails are going to go. Hang your picture up, and it's going to be level and perfect every time.
So the first thing I need to do is screw my hose into my faucet so it's ready to be used. So for this project, I'm going to be using a folk art stencil, and it says welcome. Next, you're going to need a power washer. Next, I'm going to plug the other end of the hose into the power washer and screw it in tight. So I'm going to start by placing my stencil onto the ground. Next, I turn on the water so that it's flowing to my power washer. So now your stencil might blow away, so you're going to need to figure out how you want to hold it still. So you can either stand on it and do it that way, which is more like what I'll be doing, or you could place some bricks on it. But tape may not hold it down either, because once tape gets wet, a lot of times it doesn't work as well. But you're gonna need this to hold real still while you're moving forward. Now that I've power washed it, I'm gonna peel it up, and if you look really close, you can see the welcome sign right there in the middle of the cement. So I'm gonna continue doing this, and you'll be able to see what this looks like. Here in Colorado, we don't grow a lot of moss or anything. We are very dry climate. So I think this stencil would work awesome in an environment where you maybe have a little more dirt that gets around, or potentially some more moss, because it'll clean away the dirt and debris, which is what this power wash is doing. So mine isn't giving quite the emphasis that it might in your neck of the woods per se, because we just have a drier climate. Look how cool and awesome is that? And can you even imagine the possibilities with a project like this?